On April 6, 2020, the US President Trump issued an executive order, according to which the United States encourages the outer space exploration and resource recovery. This happened as a result of discovery made by the Canadian and American scientists who claim that there is a presence of precious metals on the moon. The United States and its allies are going to explore and recover the resources from the outer space. In order to protect their interests in the space, however, they would have to establish a strong military presence. The NASA already announced its plans and principles regarding the space exploration in the ARTEMIS Accord, which aims to establish rules and principles for the space exploration and resource recovery, and encourages other countries to participate. Nevertheless, the US actions will be probably criticized by other countries, foremost by China and Russia, since it could threaten their security and economic interests in the space. For example, the Chinese already have scheduled plans for establishing a solar power station by 2030. Thus, the United States would have to compete with its rivals for the future of the space. The competition among the great powers leads to a faster militarization of the outer space, since the big powers would view this process as a direct military threat. Therefore, to protect its interests in the outer space, the United States would require a strong military presence which would allow Washington to push and protect its economic and strategic interests. Thus, in 2019, the US government already established the Space Force, which would allow the US to protect and push its interests in the outer space with a greater efficiency. What is even more important is that controlling the space would allow the US to strengthen and protect its command of the seas. Given the fact that the US Navy already uses military satellites for navigation purposes, if a rival power wanted to make the US Navy go blind, it would have to destroy its military satellites. Therefore, if the US is to protect its naval dominance, it would have to develop defense systems in the space. The growing economic interests combined with the security concerns are forcing the United States and its allies to further explore and militarize the outer space. This in turn would force other great powers to develop a military space force of their own. Therefore, the militarization of the space is an inevitable process which may happen in a foreseeable future.